What up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Ohwhen, and we're right here with Steelo Magazine. About to get in, you know?
Tell us about Super Cheese Productions.
Super Cheese Productions is pretty much me and my brother. We made it up. It's pretty much wordplay on super super cheese. Like it means super cheesy. It's Super Cheesy Productions. I was doing all the editing. I was doing all the photography. We're doing all the interviews. Like I didn't know how to do this, and we just pretty much started doing it because nobody was doing it for us at the time. Nobody was like really acknowledging the grind that we were doing. But yeah, so that's why we made it super cheese because people want that super cheese. They think about money, and we're just making fun of that money movement. It's cool about if you want money, but ultimately a lot of people forget about where they came from once they get money. Huh?
You think that's what holds a lot of people back as far as artists?
Yeah, I mean, if if every artist had the capital that they would want, every artist would be at the Staples Center. Every artist would be touring from country to country. But most of the time, like us as artists, we're regular people. Some even still have 9 to 5. I'm fortunate. We're like I through doing what we do of shows, like I found a lane where I could survive a little bit, but yeah, definitely if people had the capital to back ultimately their dream, then yeah, people would be a lot better in their career.
Is that why you strayed away from the pay to play shows? Because artists and their financial situations?
Yes, yeah. Yes, because first of all, like I'm an artist first. Like the only reason I became a promoter was because nobody was promoting me, and the reason I don't do pay to play is because now the promoter's taking advantage of the artist, which the artist is just really his job is to perform. He's not really supposed to be taking initiative as the promoter selling these tickets, because in reality that's the promoter's job. The promoter his job is to bring people to the location so these artists could be seen, you know, and I kind of just took that reverse role where I'm an artist and I already knew different artists that wanted to be around what we were doing. So, you know, um, and then there's no egos. I've worked with everybody, and just because I don't want to be categorized like, oh, well, yeah, he only did pay to play, but only with like his people. Nah, like this is for anybody in Miami, anybody in London, anybody in Australia, anybody in the Philippines. Like this is gonna be the same thing. Like we're trying to change that, you know. And even if we don't change it, the mentality, at least we're we created a movement where like there's another lane for you to do, you know, opposed to like you can only do shows through pay to play, yeah.
How do you feel that those artists have responded to you as far as doing the whole not pay to play?
Uh, well, artists like the fact they don't have to do pay to play because now like, you're not losing nothing, um, in doing one of my shows. Like you know, if anything, I mean, hip hop shows never run out of time, but for the most part, nobody has an issue because now at that point, you don't have money to commit, and then you don't have the burden too. Like, oh, if I give you 30 tickets, you're gonna have to sell 15 burly to make the what the promoter needs, um, and yeah, and ultimately, like, yeah.
As far as fan base, was it bigger for you when you did the pay to play shows or the work you're doing most now?
Um, well, with pay to play shows, I only did two ever in my career, and that was like in the beginning of my career. It was maybe like 4.5, 5 years ago already. So ever since then, I haven't done one, and I won't. Just because I get it. Like you create a budget by selling tickets or by doing the pay to play, but at the same time, like we don't need the budget. We need the people. We need the community. You know, because if the community's there, the money will come. Yeah, that's guaranteed because you're just growing. You know, but with pay to play, usually what it is, an artist performs and he has all these people that buy tickets. So once they perform, everybody leaves. Nobody's really there to stay for the whole show. They just want to see their people and bounce. Where in what we do, like we created a like community, so more people stay around. They just want to chill out and be in that environment, So
Tell us about your recent project with the Cipher Effect.
oh yeah, shout out JDS, shout out George, shout out Cypher Effect. Yeah, so pretty much since we were already doing shows in like multiple cities, I had seen him in the scene. He had seen me, and then we officially we sat down and I told him like, okay, well, you look, I know of a formula that could work, and we could project this in multiple states, and and he had the same vision, like, but at the same time he didn't really want to take that risk without knowing if it was going to be a good risk or not. So pretty much, it perfectly aligned, where I got an offer in Tucson. That they offered me. It was a 40-minute set. They're paying me to do the show. So in turn, yeah, I hit up my people and I was like, yo, I'm good. Instead of making the show about me, I hit them up like, yo, you let's make this move. Like I got an offer out of state. Let's make this move to solidify what we're doing. Me as an artist, and also as we could throw shows in any state, like any state, because now uh, hip hop is everywhere. It's not just in LA. It's not just in Riverside. It's not just in Santa Ana. It's every city. Every city you'll find at least 30 MCs that are willing to perform on any given day. They just want time for people to hear it. So yeah, that's how that happened. And now, we got future plans. Like we're working on trying to hit New York, trying to hit Miami, trying to hit Chicago. Um, just keep on branching out, and ultimately in next year in about March or April, we're gonna be taking the road to Europe, and yeah, I'll be taking it out there, and I'm gonna same thing, do the same formula that we're doing out here, but apply it to over there. And since we already have the credibility of, we've been doing 19 shows a month for a whole year. You could go anywhere. Your credible, that's your resume. Give us a slow day and we'll make it busy. So we're gonna go out there and I'm gonna try to get some spots and eventually make it the same thing. We're gonna keep on touring just all around the world, man.